Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings, and anyone else with a Cancer affinity. Welcome to your last half of November reading covering November 15th to November 30th. I am Natalie, spelled Natalee. I am here to do your psychic tarot reading for this amount of time or whenever you are clicking into this reading, because all of my readings are timeless. I knock on the cards to shake out all of the loose energy, and then as I shuffle the cards or cook the cards, I tell you what I picked up tuning into your energy. Now, here's what's interesting, Cancer, is that I'm not even supposed to be sitting down to do your, there we go. I'm not even supposed to be sitting down to do your reading yet. I was supposed to go to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and then your reading. But Spirit or universe or your spirit guides wanted me to push you to the front of the line because I took a break to get my tea, to refill my tea, and I knew instantly that this was for you. I ripped off the actual part of this, so I actually shouldn't have even have found it. I didn't know that they do this, but then it fell. The way it was all very mysterious. But the little yogi tea thing says, "People who love are forgiving," and I instantly knew. People who love are forgiving. I instantly knew, Cancer, that it was for you. Man, the cards are like done now. I just felt it get really serious. So let's see what we've got for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings, or Cancer affinities. Sorry, I made that ugly ass face, but we have 4 cards. 2 slid out across the laptop that way. 2 fell upright, just like facing me right here, right now. So here's what we've got, Cancers. We've got the Fool with the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, I got a new deck of cards. This is going to be my new deck, okay? It's the Golden Universal for anyone that wants to order off Amazon. It's like 18 bucks. Okay, so this is incredible. This is like really, really, really crazy because here's what and then the other 2 cards that came out in a separate energy, we have the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. So 2 sword cards, and I mean, the sword cards are just not really, they're usually not that happy to look at, or not happy energies, you know? What I'm getting from this, Cancer, is that you took a leap of faith in something. You really did. Let me put it this way. You walked into something unprepared. You're like, la 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 la. You walked into something, look at him. He's like, la 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 la. Okay? It's just not a care in the world. And the dog is like, open your eyes, okay? There could have been either a person or a little voice in the back of your head saying something sensible. You didn't care. You did not care. You had that beautiful look on your face of, why is his ear like that? Oh, it's his hair. It's not his ear. But you were like, la 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 la. Okay, see, I have a little criticism, another one here. This little wallet of his should have the icon of the Scorpio, because it's supposed to tell you or prompt you that there needs to be a little transformation. Anyway, so you walked into something. You walked right into a situation, Cancer, that didn't pan out. It didn't turn out as planned. And what I feel like is like you could have said something. You could have sent an email. You could have sent a text message. You could have put yourself out there. You could have told someone how you really feel about them. I mean, pick your poison here, okay? You went in and you kind of, you didn't have all of the information. You didn't have all of the answers. You didn't have everything that you needed to follow through on whatever this intent was, whatever the spirit that moved you to take the action. You didn't have the wisdom, the knowledge to back it up. And so you walked into a situation that now you're like, oh, fuck, got all fucked up. Or, you just feel like ignored. You offered something, you walked into something, you tried to get something going, you tried to start something, and it got met with, like it just fell flat. Silence, crickets, radio, whatever expression you like, but it just silent, okay? This next energy, the 10 of Swords with the 6 of Swords. This is the hurt, this is the pain. The Fool has to feel pain in order to grow. We all have to feel pain in order to grow. Experience teaches only the teachable. That's why some people with the hot stove, ow, ow, ow. Someone could be watching that kid and go, I'm not going to touch that damn stove. Other kids, I got to know for myself, ow, okay, now I know. You know what I'm saying? We're all in our own organic timing, in our own path, our own little journey. So no judgments over whether it takes someone really long to learn one thing. And, we all learn different things at different speeds. And it only matters as far as what's going to help the soul evolve. That's the whole point. Okay, so this is you feeling totally gutted. I mean, think about it. You walked into this with, you didn't expect it to go so wrong. You didn't expect it. You didn't expect this at all. It didn't even enter your mind that it could be met with, that you could be met with silence, that you could be showed the door, that you could be rejected. I don't think I like that. Yeah, I don't like this tea. It's Throat Comfort by Yogi. Okay, anyway, yeah, I don't like it though. Sorry, Cancers. Okay, so you just did not think that it was gonna be, you just didn't expect that. You totally didn't expect that. And so I feel like you are trying to get past it. You are trying to move away from this energy. You're trying to escape it. You're trying to pick up your chin and just keep on keeping on. Let's see what's next on the Cancerian's journey. What's the next message, please? Here's what we got. You learn. You learned from this, Cancer. You learned. I'm connecting with a Cancer who has a lot of emotional intelligence here. That when you go through something, you feel it to the depths. You feel it. You take it to heart. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're able to give birth to yourself again. I'm not picking up the Cancer who wants to stay in the dark. I'm picking up a Cancer who wants to really, you have so much imagination for this beautiful, bright, brand new beginning. And here's the thing, Cancer, even though maybe this is your first attempt, even though that didn't go quite right, we're in this energy. And I said this end of October going into November for all of my people. I emphasize that this is the last lunar cycle in November before the solar eclipse in Capricorn on Christmas Day, maybe December 26th. It's the last one. And what it feels like across the board for all of us is that we're all tweakments is what I called it in Capricorn's reading. Interesting, it's your counterpart. We all are doing tweakings. We all have little things in our personalities that need to be tweaked, that need to be kind of corrected and adjusted. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It doesn't mean that it's not going to grow and be successful. So I feel like there was probably a moment, there was some time that you needed to feel the pain, to really get it, to really feel it, to take it to heart. And you are already, over even this last half of November, working through, because you are moving away from the negative memories, from the negative mental place that it's putting you, Cancer, because it's like you only need one sword to kill someone. You know, I mean, honestly, like, oh my God, 10? Seriously? Seriously, really? You only need 1 to kill someone. So the fact that you're taking this super, you know, it's really hitting hard. And I feel like it's because you have this sort of naivete. You have this sort of dreamy, idealistic naivete that you didn't really plan for plan B. You only had plan A. Because you had that really strong belief, like, how could this not work? Ugh. You know, it says throat comfort, but okay, sorry. You're coming out of that. You're coming out of feeling so rejected and so hurt. You're coming out of this. You really are. This last half of November, you're picking yourself up by your bootstraps. You've got 0. I'm calling him 0. It's like Jack Skellington and 0 here. You've got your little white doggy. You're coming out of this. You really are, because the Fool on his journey, it's like, that naivete that led you into this unprepared, that's what's going to get you out of it. Believe it or not, Cancer. It's keeping your inner child encouraged. It's keeping your inner child protected, where you're telling yourself, it's okay, Cancer. We can make it better. It's not a mistake if you learn from it. If you learn from this, from leaping before you look, it therefore becomes a lesson. And every lesson, oh my God, he even has it. Every lesson is like a feather in your, I can't even get over this right now. Look at every lesson. I say this all the time. Every lesson is like a feather in your cap. And when you have lots of feathers, you become a chief. Imagine at the end how many feathers he's going to have. From all the things he's going to learn, from all the mistakes that he turned into lessons. Okay, Cancer, so whether this is your first little, look at, he was only got 1 little feather, so this is like feather number 2, okay? So however many feathers you have in your cap, Cancer, no matter how old you are, your inner child wants to believe, your inner child wants to believe anything is possible, wants to dream, so let them. Let that spirit return to you, because I do see you moving away from kind of the consequences and the repercussions and the effects of you not being really well prepared, but you're leaving that behind a little bit, not damaged, but this is like my Titanic survivor complex card, where it's like you survived the Titanic, but you're like scarred a little bit. You know, but you are moving to calmer waters. You're moving to calmer waters. You really, really are. And I love it. I love this Ace of Cups, because you're keeping yourself intact. You're giving birth to yourself again. It's like washing over. You're just renewed in more emotional knowledge. This experience, whatever this was, whatever this failure was, it serves you. It serves your emotional intelligence. It serves the evolution of your soul. Okay? The Fool card is representative of our soul before stepping down into manifestation, into a body. So if you can imagine a double little dude here, down here, it's like he's walking down into himself, walking down into a body. I know, it's like he jumps off the cliff and enters a body. It's the spirit before coming down into experience. It's like the soul looking down at earth and going, oh, wow, it'd be so much fun to have a body. Then I can eat chocolate chip cookies, and I could ride roller coasters and pet little animals. Like, that's all life is about. So then it's like, yeah, let me get a body. I want to incarnate. All right, that's what they want. That's what they want. Boom. Reality smacks you right in the face. Oh my God, it's so hard to find food to keep this body alive. Oh my God, why am I menstruating? What does this mean? Why am I bleeding? Oh my God, what is money? Why do I have to make it? Oh my God. You know, it's like bombarding with all these things that you were missing. being bombarded with all these things, and you just wanted to pet the bunnies and eat chocolate chip cookies and experience the best things of life. And you walked into like the reality. You walked into like, you know, okay? So I am really happy to see that this Ace of Cups is here, this chalice, this holy grail of relationships, because you're walking right into it. You made a boo-boo, you learned from it, you're leaving that mentality, it's a mentality you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind a little bit of, for some of you, it's a naivete. For some of you, it's lack of preparation. It's leaping before you look. And, excuse me. And for some of you, it is the, the mental state. It's whatever the mental state was that you walked into this with. So whether it was just unpreparedness or a lack of foresight, you know, whatever it was, you're correcting it the last half of November. And it's because you're learning from what failed. You're learning from what failed. And there's someone there. In the extended, we're going to get into all of this. But for right now, let's just get another card for you. Give me a second here. Okay. Whoa, that was so loud. Oh my God. Oh my God, Cancer. Okay. No wonder it was loud. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, wow. Now you have 3 major Arcana cards. No, sorry. 2 major Arcana and an Ace of Cups. And then 3 regular minor Arcana cards. You have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. Oh my God, Cancer. See, you know what's meant for you. You know what you're going towards. You are looking at this. And you just had to deal with some crap along the way to learn. But you are looking to change your fortune. You're looking to your next season. I feel like you're feeling some big part of your life ending. Like it's already ended. It's already ended. You're trying to get the new part going. You're trying to get into the new. Okay, but in your enthusiasm, you missed something because you walked into, and I'll get more information in the extended of what this situation is or what happened or, you know, what that really looks like. But you definitely walked into some pain here. You walked into some pain. You had to feel it. You had to feel it. Now you're letting that go. And this is the last half of October, or, you know, a little bit of a while. A little while. Feel it out if you're clicking into this not in real time. Because I feel like I'm connect. Sometimes I can feel it when I'm connecting with a lot of like future energies. You go straight into a rebirth for yourself, a holy grail type situation here. Oh, I can't wait to clarify that Ace of Cups. Sorry about that. I've been talking and I didn't notice that it stopped. So I'm going to start to the bit. So I'm sorry. Okay. So you walked into your pain. You walked into some pain from your enthusiasm because you feel it. You feel like seasons are changing in your life. You are trying to turn that damn wheel. You're trying to get this started. You walked into that pain. Disappointment. You were rejected. You were shut out, and we're going to get why in the extended. We're going to get the information of why you were rejected. That will help you leave it behind. So whatever that was for you, whether maybe you were overconfident, maybe you were just naive, maybe, you know, whatever it was, we're going to find out in the extended. It's going to help you move on from it, though. When you hear me talk about it, when there's words to it, okay? If you might know what this is already. You might know what this is already. So use this as your confirmation if you do. Because you're moving away from it the last half of November. And this is the time to do it, guys. Mercury's retrograding. It'll go direct November 20th. we'll be in a shadow period, so these things will all still be kind of wrapping up, but it will still be direct. It will still be a big help for all of us. You're leaving these, and I feel like it is a way of thinking that had to end for you. But it had to be the last adjustment, because for all of us, this is all about last lunar cycle before the eclipse, before, you know, stuff happens, before Jupiter changes signs. And so it is going to herald a new beginning for a lot of people. A lot of people, and especially you, Cancer, absolutely you. Yes, but it's a test. This is a cosmic test to see if you are, ooh, they're telling me trustworthy by the universe. That's interesting. It's an interesting word, trustworthy. Trustworthy. Sorry, I make like a weird face every time. Okay. Oh my God. They just brought my attention to the T thing. People who love are forgiving. Someone's going to forgive you, Cancer. Oh man. You're going to be forgiven. This is that relationship with this person. For some of you, maybe you're the one doing the forgiving. But when that happens, it changes everything. It like changes your whole life. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Wow, Cancer. Look at this. People who love are forgiving. And that's so true. It's like when you do have real love in your heart, when you have real feeling and you can generate your own love, it's a lot easier for you to forgive. Let's get the next card. I'm like hesitant. Hold on here. Interesting. There is a test here going back and forth. It's a test of the other person too, whether they can forgive you. They will. They're going to be more mature than you, and they're going to see the forest through the tree. Like they're going to see, I feel like they can see that you were just a little foolhardy, a little brash, a little leap before you look. I feel like they will give you the benefit of the doubt, but only after you apologize, only after you sort of rebirth yourself. Because there could be apologies due from you to them. And I'm not even saying that, I mean, this isn't that you went out to hurt anyone or be mean to anyone or step on anyone's toes or challenge anyone. Nothing like that, Cancer. It's just that you did something without really thinking about it. And it's the potential unintended consequences of your actions that you're going to be apologizing for. I'll say that again. It's the potential unintended consequences that you will be apologizing for, that you will be forgiven for, that births this new relationship, very fruitful, that in turn heralds the next prosperous, great season of your life, Cancer. It could go both ways. It could go either way, and it could go both ways. I mean, take this as it resonates. Whatever is true for you, whatever is ringing really true for you, Cancer. Okay. Because if you're coming across as very green, very inexperienced, or very youthful, very young, very like fresh. There could be something new or new about you, or just, I mean, that's the spirit that's coming through for you, and that's how you're coming across. So I feel like they're going to be inclined to forgive you. And don't forget, people who love are forgiving. So as long as you go in pure and honest and genuine and authentic, which is everything that the Fool is. I mean, the Fool can't lie to anyone about who they are. They're just so green that it's like they don't even know how to lie yet. Like they're really starting from scratch. The Fool can be at the beginning or at the end of all the keys. It's just this, it's zero. Oh, that's funny that I call him zero. It's when people introduced the number zero, human consciousness expanded exponentially. Once we introduced that concept of like real nothingness, okay, there is something very special that you are channeling. Like this energy, this is like the golden ticket card. Usually, wherever the Fool is in a spread, you just can't go wrong, okay? It's like this Willy Wonka, get out of jail free and Monopoly. Like it's just got that energy into it where it's so obvious that you just didn't know. It's so obvious that you're green. It's so obvious that you could be an expert in like a field and then go into a different field and know absolutely nothing. And it's going to really show. It's going to be like, wow, this person's like, so that's where your intentions are good. You mean very well. You made a little boo-boo, whatever this is. But I feel like you're going to come across well. I feel, especially because you're going to be apologizing and you're going to be very humble. You're going to be very People who love are forgiving. This is going to make you and this person stronger. Whatever this is, whether this is work and career, or family, or home life, or spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, whatever, best friends, family, whatever this is for you, they're going to see your true intentions very clearly, and they're going to meet you. They're going to meet you there. Because people who love are forgiving, and who you're dealing with is a very loving person. I can't see them yet. I can just see this Ace of Cups, but I know with our little yogi prompt that you're going to be forgiven. And Cancer, if you're the one that needs to forgive, you've got to know that this person had no idea that they were hurting you. They had really just blinded, like just walking in fully like... They had no idea. They had no idea. Just like the Fool. Just like foolishly, right? That's where we get it from. Okay, so now what's really interesting is that you went in to do something. You went and tried to do something and it bombed. And you're going to a person now. And it's this person, it's this connection, it's this relationship that turns the Wheel of Fortune. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is another protection card where you really can't go wrong. You kind of can't go wrong, Cancer. And what's interesting, who else got Wheel of Fortune? I think it was I think it was Aquarius and Sag. But there's protection here. You have protection here. You have protection and you have encouragement, especially for me. Okay, Cancer. So it's like I said, this is just one little tweak, a little adjustment before you're really ready for something like this. So whatever it is that you're learning in November, especially like this last half of November, it's like you're coming down from learning this lesson. Make sure you're absorbing every little bit of the lesson. Just savor every little bit that you can, because it will serve you. It will serve you in this next phase of your life. It will serve you in this next season of your life. Okay? So in the extended Cancer, I'm going to get more into what happened. I'm going to get into what really happened so that you know what you need to move away from in order to manifest this for yourself. What you need to move away from, what the really important specific lesson was or is to learn this last half of November. And then we're going to take a look at this person, this connection, what this is for you. Okay, so this is either, like I said, a relationship or something emotionally potent for you. So it could be a project, a dream job. It could be, we'll see, we'll take a look. And then last but not least, we're going to take a look at this Wheel of Fortune, and we'll get a little glimpse into like the next phase of your life or anything else that you can do, any other notes and messages from there that can help you get to where we really want you to be. All right, Cancers. So be gentle with yourselves. If I see you on the other side, you're more than welcome to join me. If this is where we leave things, then please, please, please be gentle with yourself. Look at things from all different sides. And you can check out your moon, your rising, and your sun sign. We know that already. For more resonance and for more clues. Otherwise, guys, I'll check in with you in December. I love you. Bye.